Today on Neighbors Neighboring, we're joined by my BFF, Andrea.
What would you do if you saw your neighbor's kid peeing by your car in the parking lot?
And Facebook Marketplace. It's for the goons. It's time for Neighbors Neighboring with Amber and Jen. Hey, neighbors.
Hey, neighbors.
Hey, neighbors.
Oh.
Although I'm not really a neighbor.
Well, and you never were.
Oh.
But this is Neighbors Neighboring BFF Edition.
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a new series we're starting where we bring our best friends on the episodes.
I think that's going to be great.
I think so too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because neighborhoods are what you make of them. Your
Preach.
neighbors don't have to just be the people next door to
Yeah.
you. They're the community around you.
Neighbors to your heart.
Yes. Guys, this is going to be pretty cool because Andrea is in from Portland, Oregon, hometown. I'm not sure how long I'll keep this on today because it was something I purchased in college. And I am not the same size that I was in college. It still fits, but it's a little snug.
I think it's looking nice, though. You don't need
great.
to. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's your call. Your body, your choice. You keep it on, take it off.
Thanks, baby. Oregon State. And we are going to share with you a little bit about the story of Oregon State with Andrea and I so you guys can understand. Because the truth of the matter is, Andrea and Jen do not know each other. They have met each other now for...
Approximately,
10 minutes,
yeah.
20?
15 would be generous.
Yeah.
And I didn't even do any whole lot of background stuff. I've
Nope.
referred to Andrea with Jen. I've
Mhm.
referred to Jen with Andrea, but as far as them knowing anything about each other is very, very limited.
It is very limited. I feel like you could almost ask me questions about Andrea and Andrea questions about me, and we could just guess at random.
Yes.
That's true.
knows?
But we have a fun show today because we're going to do this a little differently than we've done guests, where we typically have the whole episode focused around guests. Instead, we're going to have our guests be a part of the show. So we're going to do our normal segments. We've got some cool neighborhood court. We got a little story situation. We're going to do some chit chat catch up. And then and I have a little fun game for these two that I haven't shared with either of them what it is,
We
but
have
it's
no
about
idea
me.
what's happening.
I have a guess based on you were interested in. Yeah, I have a guess of where we're headed with it, but I couldn't guess the questions themselves.
Right. So
I'm slightly terrified, but also very excited.
But I think
That's the appropriate response.
Why
Amber,
always.
same. I'm like,
this is so perfect. I enjoy receiving jabs today. Any roasts that you want to roast me on, I will not have a hard time. This girl knows me better than probably anybody.
ooh,
Let me share with you
she's got the tea.
one short story before we even go too far into this episode. But Andrea came in on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Took a red eye in, came here, and I was like, she's going to be so tired. Just get her some food and put her to bed for a little bit. She came in, and I would not shut up for hours. And then she's helping me get ready, get everything ready for the party.
Yeah.
My outfit and stuff. And she's like, let's go look at your costumes, jewelry. And so we go through it,
I'm
and she looks
obsessed with costumes and anything.
I love
to
costumes
get dressed up for.
too.
She is. And
love
she
it.
looked at my jewelry and she goes, this is a mess. She's like, well, we're fixing this. And
Right now.
She literally, coming off a red eye at 2:00 in the afternoon, went through every single piece of jewelry that I own, organized it, put it into different slots, made me categorize things. We got rid
Wow.
of stuff. I gave her some things. I was like, I'm not going to wear it. She looks great in it. Give it to her.
I have to do that with makeup, jewelry.
Yeah.
My closet right now. My closet, I don't have a lot of stuff, but it's not organized in any sense right now. We've been holding on by a thread at our house recently as adults, so we got to
What's
get our.
happening at your house?
Well, Jason was supposed to be in trial, and then so he was I couldn't bother him at all for weeks.
Mhm.
So we didn't really do a lot of chores, and then I was working a lot, and we have a new cat as of a few months ago, so I pretty much only pay attention to the cat and don't do any adult activities when I'm home.
Okay, that's valid.
So now we have to rejoin
Rejoin.
the ranks of
Society.
adulthood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and organize our lives. We're we joke that we're basically glorified college students with decent jobs. So,
There it is. There it is.
which is fair.
But let's start with, I do want Andrea to introduce herself. So tell us a little bit about you, Andrea.
Well, clearly, my name is Andrea. I'm born and raised in Portland, Oregon, and went to Oregon State.
Go Beavs.
Did you say beefs?
Beavs.
Beavs. The
Beavers.
Beavers.
So not meat. Got it.
Got
Okay,
it.
continue.
Well, I mean, to
Continue
some
on,
people.
Andrea.
And some other people too.
Depends on the subject. Oh my God.
Classic.
Yeah, went to Oregon State. I'm a massage therapist. I've been doing massage therapy for 26, 27 years.
Fun fact, I was her model for her boards.
That's right. Oh my gosh, I forgot about
She
that.
done filmed my naked booty up in front of a lot of people.
That's right.
Mhm.
Wow, yeah. Yeah. I still really love what I do, and I don't know, what do you want to know about me?
Well, she also, like, she has a very strong focus in women
Mhm.
and the BIPOC community. You do cranial sacral massage,
I do
Arvigo.
Arvigo, abdominal therapy. I do fertility work and pelvic floor work.
So very
Amazing.
therapeutic. Like, I think a
Mhm.
lot of people think, as we've talked about, different things out there, spa treatments.
Yeah.
Andrea's not the person you go to
No.
for your spa treatment. She's going there for therapeutic massage therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whenever
Yeah.
she comes here, I'll say things like, "Oh man, Andrea, can you feel that for me? What does
Several
that What does
times.
that feel like to you?" She's like, "It feels tight." I was like, "Yeah." And then she'll just start
And then I
rubbing
just
it.
start massaging. It does work out that way.
That is, I mean, even if she hated you, she'd probably still be your friend.
That's true. That's very true.
There's
Yeah.
a couple other things that I want to share about Andrea in terms of what she does. So again, very focused on the BIPOC community, and I love it because she shares this. I hope you don't mind me saying sliding scale. So she's very into inclusivity, that everybody should be able to afford having good massage therapy treatment, and I love that she does that. And then she also is very witchy.
I'm going to love this.
Which is very cool. And she leads a BIPOC ecstatic dance. How
Soul
every
revival
soul revival.
twice a month.
I need to
twice
learn.
a
What
month.
I need more information about.
This is often I will say ecstatic and they'll be like erotic dance. Like people's response, I don't understand. No, ecstatic dance. Yeah, it's a really fun style of dance. And the beauty of it is that you don't go, it's not a class. You're not being taught anything. You get to go and just be in your body and experience whatever you want on the dance floor. And so it's ecstatic because whatever comes up in your system as you're in the dance, you get to express that. There's very few rules. The main rule is you don't talk on the dance floor, which allows everyone to be in their own process. So you don't get caught up in like conversation and socialization. You get to beforehand and after, but not while the dance itself is happening.
Yeah.
And then the other one is basically just have consent if you're going to dance with other people on the dance floor. But the main rule is let whatever needs to move in your system move. So it can get a little weird in that, like you might
I
be
support
like,
weirdness on many levels.
yeah, and it's fun because you get to play with how do I break the patterns in my own body that I inherently want to do when I'm dancing, and actually just feel what my body wants to feel, which is pretty cool, And I always say it's a joke because every dance, I always give the same spiel. So I'm like, if you want to go sit in the corner and draw the whole time, or if you want to walk around the room, or you want to stretch, you want to be in the corner doing this the whole time, that's your dance. Do that. If you want to twerk it out the whole time, if you want to dance your booty off in the biggest way possible, yeah. And so it's beautiful because it allows people to really like play with movement and play with expression, which I feel in particular is deeply important for BIPOC folks because there's not many places where we get to do that where it feels safe and or kind of through white gaze where we're kind of like really trying to make sure we're not going to get ourselves in trouble or it's going to turn into a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then with ecstatic dance, there's typically a theme for each dance. So you're kind of working with the theme with the music and whatever you're inherently working with in your body or your system. And then the music goes in a particular pattern. So it starts really slow, so you have time to kind of get into your body. And then it picks up and ramps up to pretty fast and like hardcore dancing, and then it drops back down and gets really slow again so that you can kind of come back into presence. And we have like an opening circle where we talk about the theme and everything, and then at the end we have a closing circle where people get to share what it's like for them.
Is the dancing often very individual with the participants, or is it often very communal?
All of the above. It ranges. So, and it's different for different people. So some people might spend their whole dance really in tune with themselves and kind of dancing more internally. But we often collectively are, and you can make sounds, right? You don't talk, but you can make a lot of sounds. So a lot of times we're snapping, we're clapping, we're singing, we're playing off of each other. And so in our dances specifically, for whatever reason, I have lots of thoughts of why that reason is, but specifically, we often have a lot of communal moments that feel really, really playful and really fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That
it's good.
sounds like
It's
a
really
very
good
special
medicine.
thing.
Most people feel like it allows them to really understand themselves better and feel like they can express themselves more in public in ways that feel really authentic to them, which is pretty cool.
I think
And
that
much needed.
Sounds very interesting and much needed.
Yeah.
And now you know a little bit about Andrea and part of the reason I love her so much.
Yeah.
There's a little tiny part though, because there's a lot of history with
Yeah.
this chickadee and me.
Yeah.
A lot. But dance is an underlying foundation of our friendship because
Yes.
you don't know how we met.
I don't know how you met. I do not.
So we won't make this maybe as long as we typically make it, but
No.
I think Andrea and I have some very unique story behind our friendship because we met at Oregon State University and we both had received the same scholarship. So we were in a scholarship meeting and
We recognized each other a little bit because we had a class together.
Yeah. And even though Oregon State's a really, it's a big university. So we leave this meeting and we're kind of chatting. We both hear music
We're like, what?
playing.
What's that?
Yeah. What is it? So we go and we check it out. And it's the dance team, the hip hop dance team for a college called Elite. Did we ever have any like Elite gear? Garb.
We had sweatshirts.
Yeah, we had
I still have my sweatshirt. I still wear it actually to do like crazy housework.
Damn.
It's covered in paint and all sorts of stuff. My partner
pride.
hates it. He's like, "Why are you wearing this?" I'm like, "This means
pride.
something."
Pride. So we go and they're were they auditioning or just practicing? I can't
They were
remember.
practicing.
They were practicing.
But auditions were coming up soon.
And so we were greeted by them and we looked at each other. We're like, oh, yeah, we're definitely going to try
It's on.
out. So we both try out.
We clearly both make
We
it.
clearly both make the team.
Bravo, ladies.
Thank you,
Bravo.
thank you.
We are the stars of the team. We both do a lot of stuff together. Anyway, became friends, just like that. Like it was like instantaneous, like
That's lovely.
BFF status. And so we used to go around. Now, if you guys are watching in the video, you'll see that Andrea and I have similar skin coloring. Her mom's white, my mom's white, her dad's black, my dad's black. So we're both biracial in the same mix. So we used to joke go around college and say that we were sisters.
Yeah.
But also because
Everybody said it.
literally every white
was like,
person thought we were related
yes,
because
they're-
we were the two
We were two
mixed girls at the parties.
Two
I
tan
apologize on behalf of
girls
white
with
people.
curly
They
hair
got the
that
coolest.
dance.
Yes.
They
Yes.
must be related.
We'd be like, we're twins.
Yeah,
We're
then we
twins.
look so much
Mhm.
alike.
If it makes you feel any better, which it will not, but a lot of white people thought that me and my college roommate, whose name is also Jen, were sisters. Yeah.
Yes, my parents named us both Jen.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
College students of the white variety may not be always the most aware.
Not the smartest all the time.
Sadly.
So
That-
we
yeah.
we were so we became really great friends. Obviously, we were both in sororities, different sororities, and there was a dad's weekend coming up, and we're like, "Is your dad coming? Yes. Is your dad coming? Yes." Blah,
They
blah,
have to
blah.
meet.
Yeah, we have to introduce them. So we bring them to the same party.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're conversing and everything's fine. And then they go their separate ways. Fast forward 20 minutes. And my dad says, yeah, you know that girl. I was like, yeah, of course, Dad. I know. I just introduced you to her. He goes, no, that's Jimmy Jones' daughter. I go, no, that's not her dad. Like you literally just met him. He goes, no, that's Jimmy Jones' daughter. You guys were friends when you were little kids. And I was like, fuck you, Dad.
She-
So
yeah.
I was like, you're just making this shit up. I'm like,
He
he's
tells
like,
you to call your mom.
yeah, he said, call your mother. So I called mom and I'm like, Mom, do you know this girl, Andrea Thompson? And she's like, oh my God, yes. Remember the girl in high school that I kept pointing out at Milwaukee High School in the dance team? And I was like, you used to be friends with her and you had no interest? I said, yes.
Because you were in high school.
And I said,
No, we didn't
"Yeah."
know each other in high school.
Yeah, we didn't know each other. And she said, that was Andrea. So all these years in high school, we were both in dance in our high schools. We didn't compete in the same category because her high school is
We
so
were
much
much
bigger
larger.
than mine.
Yeah.
And so then my mom sends me photos of her and I at ages like 6 and 7.
That's hysterical.
Hanging
And
out.
younger because
Yeah.
we knew each other since babies.
Yes. And so I go to Andrea and I'm like, Andrea, you're going to freaking freak out. We were friends when we were little kids.
And I'm like, Amber, there is literally no one here to hear the story. It's not funny right now. Why are you trying to, like, there's no one to mess with.
I was like, but I'm not.
And she's like, I'm not.
This is
joking.
real.
I'm not joking. I show her the picture and we're like, holy crap. So separated for 12 years, not knowing that either one existed, and then find each other in college, and then, I mean, the rest is history.
Become
that was like
BFFs,
30.
That's
like,
amazing.
instantly and don't even
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her parents had gotten pregnant. There was another couple that had also were pregnant, and they were to my parents were like, "Oh my God, wouldn't it be amazing if all of us were?" And so they were all pregnant at the same time, and we were at each other's birthday parties.
Yeah, and
throughout.
Andrea and I were always next to each other.
Mhm.
Always.
That
next
is
to each
too
other.
funny.
Mhm.
Do you remember when I was talking about like is it ever possible that you met your mate so much
Yeah.
earlier, like at an airport
Mhm.
and like
Yeah.
they're
we did
just
have
two
this discussion.
kids?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's how part of the reason I think some of that is because of how Andre and I and our friendship, like I feel like people just pass in your lives, and if they're meant to be in your life permanently, it comes back.
It'll come back around.
It'll always come back around. It's
Yeah.
wild.
My
That is
mom said the
crazy.
same thing when in high school. She'd be like, "There's this girl on Benson's team that looks totally like this little girl you went to school or you grew up with." And of course, I did the same thing of like, "Whatever, mom."
I know.
You're like,
And then I
I'm
met
in
her.
my-
That's what I meant when I was like, it's because you were in high school. When
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
high school, not because you went together, but because you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've got a life,
Yeah.
I'm good, like whatever.
Yeah, I don't
And
have
then I
time
met
for
her brother randomly at a
yeah.
competition,
Yeah.
and of course didn't recognize him. He didn't recognize me, and then ran into him in college when he came to visit
he came
you.
to visit and went at a party and they're dancing together.
Yeah,
On a day, I was like, what's going on here? Like,
it's so wild.
Oh, that is, the universe works in
kind of like
mysterious ways.
kind of like a boomerang neighbor. It's a
boomerang
boomerang
A
friend.
boomerang
Yeah.
neighbor.
We're-
I like that.
In my college, we lived like in this like little turret of an old building, 5th and 6th floor. And there were only like 11 girls on like each floor. And
it's tiny.
yeah. And there was a girl on the floor above me. And one day I was like, I know you. And she and I had gone to preschool together. We're not
so
like
cool.
still friends, but if I saw her at a coffee shop, I could easily
You'd
like be
recognize
like,
her.
Shayna.
But you recognized her from preschool?
Well, if I had been in your situation, I would have recognized Andrea and I would have been like, oh, yeah, we were friends when we were little. I remember faces
That
and people
is
like,
fascinating.
That's
I have
impressive.
a very, I'm very visual.
You are
I'm
very
very
visual.
visual.
You are very
So,
visual. This does.
Yeah.
So, do you have like an earliest memory of anybody? Like, or
I mean,
earliest
I
thing?
have very vivid memories of probably every child in my kindergarten class and sitting in circle time. And
That's-
like I
That's
could,
wild.
That's
yeah,
solid.
I remember faces from my earliest days. I remember being at CCPC. That was my preschool.
Wow.
hmm
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
But even just from photos, like my mom kept books of, being in preschool, being in kindergarten.
mhm.
So I'm sure I looked at those when I was little, 3rd grade, looking back at those books and stuff too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
not just from the experience itself, but probably from photos and things too, and videos. Like my dad was one of those like I'm 44, almost 44. So my dad had one of those giant like video camera things.
Yes.
And
Oh,
he would
yeah.
take it everywhere
Yeah.
with him. And
Yeah.
yeah, so we have the memories of all that stuff. But I do have a very like visual memory,
Mm-hmm.
faces and stuff. So
Nice.
yeah.
And this is the one I stuck in a backpack for the Amazing Race. Yeah,
Yes.
audition. Yeah, which is the video sitting in. I gotta find a place to take this
Oh
VHS
my God,
to.
I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah, I
It
know.
was hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
At least we
Aw.
thought it was.
Yeah.
So how long have you not been, since you moved to Pittsburgh, is how long about you've been physically
Separated.
separated from
Yeah.
living near each other?
It was probably a year before, 2 years, because Andrea left to finish marine biology on the
At
coast.
Hatfield. Yeah.
Yeah, in college, and I would visit her, but we were, it was a drive, and that was a task back in the day.
Now I'm
Yeah.
very curious about the move from marine biology to massage therapy.
Yeah, I mean, marine biology was my other love. So I went to school for biology with my area of interest in marine biology.
Mhm.
But I also, when I was applying for school, I had contemplated doing physical therapy.
I
Because
love physical therapy. I just thought I'd interject.
Oh
I'm
man,
obsessed
when
with
you
physical therapy.
yeah,
Continue.
when you find a good one, life changing, life changing.
We had one on the pod
Yes.
Oh,
a
nice.
few weeks ago.
I like that. Yeah. And I had always been interested in massage therapy. There's kind of a random story with that as well. But I ended up finishing, I got my bachelor's in science. I wasn't ready to go to grad school. I couldn't afford it and was like, I don't know what I want to
Totally,
specialize in because typically at that time you would choose a species and that would be like, you would dive in deep.
Like extreme focus. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't really ready to do that. And so I was like, I'm going to go home and I worked at the undersea gardens for a little bit.
She was a mermaid.
I was a
Shut up. Have you watched
Well,
that
not like
documentary about mermaids on Netflix?
But
Love it.
not like on
Love
a.
not like with the tail and
Yeah.
everything, but I
Yeah.
actually was a diver who did dive shows in this tank and like got to
Yeah.
pull out. It was amazing.
God,
I got
you're
to pull
so
out
cool, Andrea.
octopus. Oh, well, thank you.
I know.
Yeah, octopus, wolf eels. We like worked with a lot of really fun things that
I
were
mean, don't
in
even
the
get
bay.
me started on how cool I think an octopus is. We can leave that right there.
Wait,
Yeah.
As much
you
as I hate birds.
you hate ducks with a massive passion, but you're into octopus.
Wait,
An
how do
octopus
you
is like an
correlate ducks and
extreme-
octopus together?
Because she has a massive, she has these
Strong opinions.
extreme distaste for things. And it feels very odd to me that she could hate a duck with so much passion, but love an octopus.
But it's an octopus.
They're totally
cool.
different
They're
animals.
so
They
different.
are.
What is wrong with
That's
you?
fine.
Some
That's
of them.
fine.
Don't even watch.
I love
what
that
is
you
it?
have this support.
My octopus professor or my octopus teacher or
Oh,
whatever on
that's the
Netflix. Oh my
best.
God,
Have
the
you
most
seen that? I have
heart-wrenching
not.
documentary about an octopus you've ever seen in your life.
It's
Okay, well,
so good.
I'll watch it tonight. Let's
Everyone
watch it
should watch
tonight.
it.
It's
Just
fabulous.
everyone watch
My
it.
It's
octopus
fabulous.
Teacher.
I think yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
on
It's
Netflix.
so good.
It's really good. It's really
Love
good.
it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I keep
So-
interrupting
No,
with
sorry,
my
it's okay.
commentary on your life, Andrea. Continue.
It's okay. Basically, I wasn't ready to go to grad school, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to try massage therapy. I was in it for about 10 years, and my old softball coach came in randomly to come and see me, and she happened to be a massage therapist also. And I worked on her, and I was super excited, and I let my mom know, and my mom was like, well, did you thank her for your career? And I was like, excuse me?
What?
That's what I said. And she was like, well, don't you remember when you were playing Little League softball, she was going to massage school and you were obsessed with what she was doing and said that when you grew up, you were going to, and I used some weird term, but that basically I was going to become a massage therapist. No memory of that whatsoever.
Yeah.
And so apparently that like stuck in there quite strongly. And here I am now doing it and helping people get pregnant and fix their menstrual cycles and loving on little babies. And
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
That is really special. Jason and I are obsessed with our massage therapist.
Mhm.
She is also a healer. We should have her
Yeah.
on the podcast at some point. She does a lot of, now she's doing like breath work and she does like sound bath stuff and Reiki and
Yeah.
all kinds of things. So
nice.
I'm in for
I love
it.
that.
yeah, Bethany,
I'm-
shout out. Bethany listens sometimes to the podcast. So
Go Bethany.
Bethany's amazing.
Raising it up. Raising
Nice.
it
I
up.
won't say where she works because we don't want too many people to schedule with her.
And then
It
you're
is
like, don't
hard,
take my time
hard for
slot.
us to get in.
All right, so let's do. I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna get everything in.
That's okay. We can make some transitions. We can transition.
Yeah.
You want
I
to do a little
would-
quiz action? You want to do a little story time?
I do. Let's do we're gonna mix it up a little bit
Okay.
today. So I think let's roll into neighborhood court.
Okay.
I have 2 neighborhood court stories, but I want to just start with one because it's a longer story.
Okay.
And I feel like there are 3 things that we can make some rulings on. So Andrea has not participated in neighborhood court.
Mm-mm.
Basically, what we're going to do is I will read a story that obviously neither of you have been privileged to. And you can react however you wish to during the story, interrupt me. You can ask clarifying questions, whatever you want to. And at the end, we will raise some questions, or I will raise some questions for you to make some judgments on. And, you know, as the person that likes to judge things, as we've recently heard coming out of your mouth, I feel like this is just par for the course. Also, is history, we all know that I would love to just be an on-air judge.
Correct.
Is
Judge
my
Judy.
permanent career.
Mhm.
All right. This comes from Reddit, and I want everybody to know that the handle for the person that wrote this is Morton Murphy. And Morton Murphy, I cheers to your writing skills. I will say I did have to condense this a little bit because it was very, very long, but it is also very recent to the point where I have an update from today
Nice.
on this
Okay,
post.
let's hear it.
So, teenagers pushed us too far.
Uh-oh.
Turns out,
Don't like
being a
teenagers.
little
I had
asshole,
to get more comfortable.
having a little asshole guest, and letting your little asshole guest trespass late at night is probably in violation of most lease contracts. Maybe don't case cars and break fences while trespassing in the era of home cameras. Also, maybe consider your neighbors might just have your landlord's personal number.
Oh, dang.
I try to be a polite neighbor. We're not super social, but we introduce ourselves, exchange numbers, help with dogs, holiday baskets, all that. It's a townhouse community. People aren't unreasonable. Noise happens. Then these new neighbors moved into the rental next door. At first, it was normal neighbor stuff. Bass too loud through the walls. We work from home, went over, nobody answered. Eventually, we texted the mom. The music mostly happened after school before she got home, so we adjusted our schedules and let it go. Then
that.
spring break happened.
Oh, goodness me.
One night, my husband had to tell the daughter's friend twice to stop hanging around our cars and yelling after midnight.
Wait, after midnight?
After midnight. The next night, he opens the front door and catches one of the drunk little idiots popping a squat and pissing less than a foot from our car.
Why are they by the cars when they could use the bathroom inside
the house.
or simply be inside?
These are great questions, Jen.
Oh my God.
We have to analyze this.
Okay.
My husband,
Analysis
a
for
large,
coming.
angry, bearded man at this point, starts yelling because someone is actively peeing in front of our house. One of the teens apparently retained enough survival instinct to start herding everyone inside and apologizing. We texted the mom again. She apologized. We tried to be nice. We were little asshole teens once too.
I was never an asshole teen.
I was absolutely not an asshole.
Yeah,
was
I
not.
wasn't either. We hosed off the pavement and generated a level of patience hereto unforeseen. We got about a week.
I love this writer.
Then the girls developed a rotating cast of devoted derelict boys,
Ugh.
leaning on our cars, looking into our cars,
What?
mouthing off to my husband,
No,
repeat for a couple of weeks.
no.
I would like to point out that anytime someone touches my car, it sets me on fire. I
Me
get so
too.
pissed off.
Also,
I don't know why, but like, why would someone need to touch your car? It's just a weird thing to do.
I don't ever touch anyone else's car.
No,
Why
That
would
is so
you?
weird.
Even if I had like a tactile fascination, I still wouldn't go around touching people's cars.
It's just a weird thing to
It's
do.
very weird.
If it was a friend's car, then and we're outside and I might lean up against the car, but
Mhm.
I'm not going to lean up against a random car
Person's
in
car.
front of
Certainly
someone
not.
else's house.
Certainly not.
Right in front of their house.
Also, this was one of my questions. Looking into a car,
What are you
Why?
doing?
Is it
Why
weird?
are
What are
we
you
doing
doing?
this?
or are we overreacting?
I mean,
No, it's weird.
I feel like the only reason anyone looks inside someone's car would be if you were alive in the 90s and you were looking to see if you could steal someone's CD pack.
Yes, or their pull-out
Like,
radio.
I mean, what else are we doing? Why?
I don't know. Nefarious behavior.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then last night, bang.
One bang or multiple
Just one.
bangs?
We look outside, phone flashlight, back patio. Someone had broken through our fence and was scrambling to escape through our yard.
What?
Why?
We hear crashing garbage cans and catch a glimpse of teens scattering through the neighborhood like mice. One didn't get far enough and tried pretending he was just casually walking by, but was visibly rattled when confronted. We weren't going to detain a child because we're not psychotic. Meanwhile, our neighbors on the other side had someone come through their back area too. I reached out to the mom thinking maybe their kids got hurt. Instead, she brushed me off and got rude when I said the trespassers came from her house. Then a random uncle, in quotes, appears. Excuses, apologies. Apparently, the working theory became that the boyfriends knew an adult was coming home and panicked. Then we checked our cameras. Not only did we catch the same kids entering her house before the trespassing, we caught them coming back afterward, leaning on our cars, climbing on our cars,
Oh, hell no.
filming
Why?
themselves lip syncing. At that point, we decided to go nuclear. To quote Cobra Bubbles, thus far, you have been adrift in the sheltered harbor of my patience.
I don't know who that is, but
He's
brilliant.
from Lilo and Stitch.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was not what I was expecting.
Jason and I did watch that movie at one point. So
Yes. Turns out the previous neighbors were good friends with the homeowner. One text later, and my husband is on the phone with a very embarrassed landlord. We sent him a Google Drive folder, videos, timestamps, every issue. Turns out mom gave a different name. Only 2 people were supposed to be living there. Then came the police report.
Oh, snap.
Did you know you can file a non-emergency report online for trespassing and its suspicious activity? Very easy. HOA contact form submitted. Other neighbors filed too. My husband texted the mom explaining every step we'd taken and reminding her our cameras are always on. Silence. No idea what happens next. But now we have a paper trail, direct access to the landlord, and neighbors who know they've been recorded the entire time. Anything after this? That's their choice. So that's how it ended. And I love the comments in this are fantastic. But let me just read you an update literally from today.
okay.
The mom finally came home, because these are all like, this happened in the last 2 days. The mom finally came home at around 2:30 in the morning with a literal warehouse of younger kids.
What?
What is happening in this house is what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
She put them in the house and then left herself in a different car that was there to pick her up. The uncle or whoever he was is at the house with a new set of kids, and we saw no sign of shitlings and company last night. My husband thinks the mom and older teenagers are avoiding their own house since we've now taken to sitting on our porches. What is happening in this neighborhood? You both look so perplexed, and I love it. I love that perplexed because, like, what is happening?
I have no idea. Like I'm like, okay, what are the options here? This is very dark, but I'm like, are we trafficking
That's the first thing
youths?
I thought,
Yeah.
too.
Oh my
But
God.
then I
didn't
was
even
like,
think
too
about
much
that.
free reign.
Yeah,
so that
I was
doesn't
like,
make
but they'd be
sense.
in the house. That's very dark. But I'm like, okay, like, is this just a super drugged out mom that doesn't have any sense of what being an adult or a parent is, and she's
Yeah.
letting her kids kind of run the show and bring all their
Wow.
friends over all the
Yeah.
time, and they're
Yeah.
also on drugs. Drugs are usually involved when people act
This is
like
yeah,
crazy idiots.
This is
I don't
wow.
know.
I kind of didn't expect this to take such a dark turn, but I could see how the interpretation is dark.
We clearly
You
think
guys are
a lot
aligned.
alike because I also, I mean, that was my first thought. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, are they being trafficked? But then I was like, no, they're out and about all the time. That
Yeah.
doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Yeah, and they're creating a lot of nonsense.
A ton.
Yes.
yeah.
And I also was thinking, what's the story with the mom? Is she an addict? Is she,
Yeah.
is
Well, a whole bundle
is
of
she
new.
actually the mom?
Uh,
Is she, again, is she similar thought process, right?
Is
Of
she a
like,
madam?
like
is she a madam? I hope not.
maybe it's a brothel.
but
a child brothel.
No, well, maybe they're not.
God,
maybe
let's
they're
hope
not
not.
really teenagers. Maybe they just look young. I mean, I
don't
know.
know.
I could pass for a teenager, so
That's
you know.
valid. But yeah, I mean, my first thought is like, is there drug activity happening? Is there like a little drug ring that's occurring? They're like looking
Yeah.
into people's cars. They're jumping around in people's backyards. What are they doing?
Yeah.
It's-
I
this-
don't have a great
Yeah.
answer. It's very strange. What
This
threw
is
me
odd.
was a whole new group of kids no one's ever seen before
Show up.
showing up.
Show
That
up.
part is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I thought trafficking could be in play. But then I was like, well, if they're outside socialing and running around, that probably wouldn't be the
That's
case.
absolutely not going to be the
I
case.
feel like maybe this could end up on 2020 or Dateline or something
We're gonna
now
have
that I
to-
think about
yeah.
it.
Pretty soon, this is going to turn into a like murder mystery show instead of
no doubt.
We'll need a whole new name for it.
I would absolutely agree with you there. So what's interesting that the case that I was going to raise to you is, how many chances does a neighbor get? How many chances? Abuse of community grace is the charge.
I don't know. I think it depends. In this particular case, if it was like multiple nights of youth debauchery, I'd be calling the landlord. I'd be doing the same thing, calling the landlord, getting
What do
the stink
you
going.
think is the biggest violation of all the things that happened there? Like, what's the one that puts you over the edge? Think about this: loud music, car lurking, pee incident, fence break. Like, which one of those items puts you over the edge of like breaking point?
I have a short fuse for noise, so I feel like the noise initially would have me very upset, even just the noise. The peeing is weird. I feel like the being in my backyard, if the backyards are not truly communal with like townhouses, if you have your own like fenced yard,
Yeah.
they can't be in your yard. That's creepy.
Andrea?
Yeah, I mean, like the crawling on the car, I would be out there being like, hell no.
There'd be a baseball bat in my hand.
Oh, I would be having some words.
Yeah.
Because at first I actually wouldn't text the parent. I would just say something to the kids because
Yeah.
I'm very much I'm also kind of similar to you. Like, I'm not afraid of confrontation. And so I would go out and be like, y'all, I know you're having a good time, but come on now. Is this ridiculous?
Yeah.
And so I would try to chat with the kids first and also really confront them when crawling on the car. It's funny, the peeing isn't that big of a deal to me, but I am like, you can't go in the bathroom.
The peeing
or
is
you can't
odd.
go
The
pee
peeing
in
is
like go pee in a
weirder.
bush.
Yeah.
Don't pee next to the car. That's weird.
Yes.
But
Because peeing can be an emergency.
right.
It's like, it's an emergency. Maybe there's a long line in the bathroom inside
Right,
the
if
house.
there's- there's 20 kids in the house.
I mean, I have to tell you, one time I was driving home from happy hour after work, and I had a couple drinks. It's not like I was like intoxicated. I was fine to drive. And I had to pee so bad, and the traffic was so bad. I ended up pulling off on this like dead end, and I did pee on the side of the
Oh, I'm
road.
glad you didn't pee yourself.
And it was
so
like
good job.
at 6:30 at night, and I was like 40 years old. I had to pee. I had to go.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
I
Yeah.
had to go.
And being a woman, there's no like in-car option. If you have, like, there's
I
no.
wish there was.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
so the car climbing would have been
the
your
car
breaking
climbing
point.
would have been my like, we're having some words, and I would definitely contact the parents.
I would have called the police.
Right. But
Car crawling is police incident for me.
for me, like, no, you
That
do
is
not get to
weird.
like be in my backyard. That is like, that's very much trespassing.
Yes.
And then after all, of course, with all those incidents, but even the first time they had done that, I probably would have made, if the first thing they had done was trespass, I would have ramped up really quickly on that one.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's bizarre.
That's weird, and it feels really unsafe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had like neighborhood dogs trespass in our backyard, but like we just call and we're like, "Hey, your dog's in our yard," and that was okay. They come and get them.
Yes.
But if it was the middle of the night and these
Yeah.
crazy hoodlum children are like if teenagers were in my backyard in the dark, scrambling and acting nuts, I'd be creeped.
Because that's how
out.
people end up getting shot.
This is
sadly,
exactly-
right.
I mean,
And
that's
And
not
so exactly right.
untrue. That's not
that's
untrue.
the part for me where I'm like, you don't really know what's going to happen. And
Yes,
it's
that's
really
true.
unsafe for them and really unsafe for the homeowner. And it could be deeply misconstrued, really inappropriate.
I completely agree. I would also like to just give a shout out to the writer on this for a few of her words.
So good.
Calling them little assholes.
Yeah, I liked
and
that
little
part.
asshole guests. I love that. The devoted derelict boys.
Mhm.
I mean, that's solid. And then Cobra Bubbles quoting.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Who is this person, and do you want to be on the pod? Because I
Wow.
would like you to actually tell this story, because I think it's pretty phenomenal.
We do enjoy a well-written story around here.
We really, really do.
Mm-hmm.
So, so you're calling pretty much every single one of those incidents
Yeah.
takes you over the edge
Of course,
because
it
you
would.
couldn't narrow it down.
Yeah, I mean, and I would address it in as non-confrontational or back-channel way as
Yes.
possible, as we all know.
Yes, we did have like a gaggle of kids running across the valley here. not too long. Well, it's maybe been a couple of years. New neighbors moved in. They had kids that were in high school, and they have no neighbors on the other side of their house, and it's all very wooded. And they were making fires and stuff out there, which was dangerous. But
Yeah.
eventually the police came and broke them up, which was great. And they were stealing the power from they had like lights and everything going on up there. Like we couldn't see it.
That's hysterical.
They were stealing the power from the little shopping center down below. I mean, can you imagine how long that cord had to be, or how many extension cords?
my
That's
God.
hysterical.
That's pretty creative, I will say. Like I
my
I
gosh.
kind of gotta give them credit.
Yeah.
For like finding a way to plug that crap in below
Valid.
them.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid.
If children are going to misbehave, I just want them to be quiet about it. That's kind of how I feel.
I.e. the opposite of how children misbehave.
Stop
yeah,
making
I
noise.
guess. I
Speaking-
I also don't have children in case that was not obvious. But
So final ruling is keep your derelict, devoted boys out of the neighborhood.
correct.
100%.
And don't
Teach your
climb
kids not to climb on other people's cars.
Yeah.
or anybody's
Or your
cars.
own car. If I had climbed on top of my parents' cars,
Oh, I can't even imagine.
that would not be okay.
No,
it wouldn't have been
the
okay.
punishment
I
would
would've
have
been-
been strong and severe.
I mean, I was almost never punished, I feel like, but I would have been told
Oh,
to
I
get off
was.
and I would have gotten off and not done it again because I'm very compliant.
I feel
was-
like that is the one thing that I could have done and been okay with.
climbing on the cars.
Yeah. I mean, not like climbing all over them constantly,
Yeah.
but like sometimes I would go and sit on top of the car.
There was some times that it was acceptable.
Yeah.
I think sitting on the hood of a car, especially back in the 70s and 80s,
It was
was
a thing.
way more acceptable than it is today.
Today, very different because that car is going to
Yeah.
get dented.
Yes, and also I imagine that these, like, I do envision this situation, these kids crawling on the cars, but they're literally like crawling like in a zombie movie. And like there's zombies trying to attack the people in the car, and they're like on top of the car, like rah, 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 rah. That's my vision of how this
Yeah.
whole car crawling.
Yeah.
would
They're like
actually
setting
like
up
to
all their
see-
drugs. They're getting ready to do drugs.
Here's also my thing though. I would love to see the videos because I do feel like there are some people who are just highly anal retentive
And overreacting.
and very overreactive. So I'm like,
Yes.
were they crawling on the cars?
Oh.
How many was the gaggle of? Oh, you said gaggle. They said whatever they said that was so
yeah.
good. But like, was it like two boys? You know, the
This is
two
true.
boyfriends,
This is
and they
true.
were like all of them. And you know, because I've met some people where I'm like, whoa, what you just said was really not at all what just happened.
Right. People
So I
have
am
this is-
curious about that as well.
I like this. I like that.
That's a
different
fair.
percent-
That's
I
a
need
fair.
we need the hard evidence.
Yes.
We can't really make a
Where's the
full
tapes?
ruling on this without
Receipts.
the
As
evidence.
the youths would say, we need
Yes,
the receipts.
the receipts. But why don't we do this small little game? It's so short. It's
Okay.
very short.
I'm
And
slightly nervous.
this is not going to be bad. This
I
is,
know, I'm
this-
excited, but I'm
Situate
nervous.
myself
This
in my
is-
chair for gameplay. Is
take
there
a
a
break.
buzzer? Do I need a buzzer?
No, this is more
What if I scream into my microphone? Then what happens?
of, I think this will be for the listeners, get to know Amber a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay.
Via her friends, Andrea and Jen.
Should
Then
I
I'll
like
d-
turn this way? Like, do you want us to like
No.
blind respond, or we
No.
can like discuss and respond?
You
and-
can. I would love individual responses. I'll give you 4 seconds.
Okay.
I'll give you a countdown, and then you can respond, and then I can cut the counts out of the
Okay.
episode.
We'll figure this out.
But
as we
anyway,
go.
yeah. So all
Okay, well, I
all
have
you
to say,
do,
I
yes.
was just at my family reunion and we
Yeah.
played Jeopardy and Family Feud. So I'm like, am I supposed to like beat Jen to the?
No,
okay.
this is
Yeah,
not.
is there winning involved? Because
I know.
we want to win.
This
I'm
is
feeling
not
competitive
this
right
is
now.
not a competition. If
why are
anything,
we
this will
playing? No, I'm
be
just
a good opportunity for you to be like to commiserate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is a
Okay.
good commiseration.
All right. Let's see what we
Okay,
got.
and there's only 6. I have 6 questions.
Okay.
And basically, all you have to do is finish Amber's sentence.
Oh,
I
okay.
like this.
All right.
I have written down my answers so that I cannot cheat.
All right.
So you guys just have to finish my sentences.
So that you can't cheat.
Yes. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Interesting.
If I walk into a party and don't know anyone,
I think you're going to go up. If you don't know anybody, you're going to find somebody and talk to them and introduce yourself.
okay, Andrea.
My instinct is say leave.
That's all hilarious.
I was going to say, are you sure you're not answering these questions about me?
This is great. What I would do is grab a drink and people watch.
Okay.
As a voyeur. I like the combination though, because, on certain occasions I would do both of those things. Sometimes I would just fucking turn around and leave.
Okay.
All right. My toxic trait is
I've got an answer.
Jen.
Getting involved no matter what.
Oh.
Oh, it's like I'm like, do
Just
you
do
want
it.
people to know this?
Yes. 100%.
You're a little bossy and judgmental.
This is also true. These are both very good answers.
Oh God.
But my
not getting any of
toxic
these.
trait is thinking I can literally kick anyone's ass.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah, that's true as
No,
well.
that's real.
Yeah.
real.
All right. If plans get canceled, I secretly feel
Relief.
boom. Both you got it right. I wrote elated.
Yes.
Very good. If someone cuts in line,
Oh, you're gonna side eye the fuck? Can I cuss on here?
Yes.
You're gonna
you
side eye
can.
the fuck out of them and be like, "Excuse me."
I agree with that answer.
also correct.
Yeah.
I said I will confront them.
Yeah,
I will confront
because you
them.
can't not get involved.
This is right,
Exactly.
right. If I'm mad at someone,
I think it depends.
I also am like situational.
Yeah.
okay, situational. Give me one
Okay.
situation.
I feel like if it's high stakes and that person knows that you're mad at them
Mhm.
and it's relationship ending, you write them off.
Okay.
I also think you confront them actually.
Mm-hmm.
But there's times where you will be like, not worth my time.
I would agree with that.
This is true. I would agree with the situational. What I wrote is that I will use my intelligence to really make you think about what happened. I'm going to really lay it on.
Mhm.
I'm going to really make you think about what happened.
What you did
Mm-hmm.
and why you're wrong.
And why you're wrong. Oh, okay. Last one. This
Okay.
is a softball. I feel like this is a softball.
Pressure's on.
My biggest friendship green flag is
Biggest friendship green flag.
green flag. I apparently was not a softball.
Your biggest friendship
Not
green
even
flag.
like a beach ball.
I mean, I feel like the green flag is you got to have someone you can be goofy with. You need to laugh.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I was going to say something about humor, but I'm also like, part of me wants to be like that you don't have kids.
And you have to be intelligent.
Yes. Yes. I wrote honesty.
Wow, we are losing
I was
horribly
going to say,
over here.
but who would be like, you know what? Honesty is not a green flag, objectively.
It's a necessity.
Yeah.
Well, I don't disagree with you, but I feel like I've been around a lot of liars.
Oh, that's
And
a
I-
shame.
And I don't those are the people that I write off.
Okay.
But I
I think,
also
that's a good answer.
I feel
but
like all of your
Yes.
answers were still correct.
Yeah.
Every single one of these answers were 100% correct.
we didn't say anything that was like not true.
No.
Yeah.
Everything was right.
Yeah.
And now the people in the world know Amber a little bit better. I can't wait to do this with one of your friends.
My answers will almost all be the opposite, except for honesty, because that's just table stakes. I'll
Thank
be
you
like,
for playing. Get to know Amber. Finish your sentence. Is
Jason said we haven't sung Butterfly in the Sky in a while.
okay. We can do it right now if you want to. Butterfly in the sky.
What is butterfly in the sky?
Reading Rainbow?
Do you know about Reading Rainbow?
Yeah, but I don't remember butterfly in the sky.
That's the
It's a
theme song.
It's a theme song.
Butterfly in the sky. I can fly twice as high. Take a look.
That's the
It's
part
in
I know
a
right
book.
there.
A reading rainbow.
Wow, I don't remember the first lines about the butterfly.
Oh, I'll play it for you later.
Aw.
It's such a
Yeah.
great. It's so wonderful. It's very short too.
Mhm.
So we sang it for karaoke one
Yeah.
night.
Yes, we did.
We're like, let's play Butterfly in the Sky. I was like,
That was
"Let's
at a point
do
when we
it."
were frequently singing it on the podcast. It was nice.
Yeah, we were doing a lot of singing. Well, we
Shucks.
had an absolute blast at the murder mystery party.
It was so fun.
guys.
Your outfits were so good.
I
I got to see all the photos.
I
It
love
was
a
great.
wig. I might just actually start buying more and wearing them all the time.
I think this is a
Fun.
great plan.
I like to change up my hairstyle a lot, and I don't have that flexibility in my 40s. It's not going to bounce back.
Mhm.
If I bleach it, that's a problem.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's
So-
harsh. That's
And also, I
you don't
can't
need to put
diet
that
too
kind of
dark.
chemicals
Yeah.
on your
Yeah.
body.
It's not gonna. I did have a lot. Andrea doesn't know this story. You might have heard me say this before, but when Jason, my husband, and I got engaged, he was at a legal event and a group of people, and he was talking about how he'd gotten engaged. And someone was like, "How could you be engaged? I see you with a different girl all the time." And
Oh
and-
my God. I love this.
That's great.
yeah, and Jason was like, "Well, what are you talking about?" And the guy was like, "Well, you were with that blonde for a while, and then that redhead, and then that brunette." And Jason was like, "Oh, that's all the same girl." And that girl
That's
was
amazing.
me. But I haven't changed my hair up as extremely, like in the last 10 years as I did in the prior 20, probably. So
Mhm.
So Jen and I have committed to wearing our full outfits, full makeup for an episode of the podcast that we'll have to figure out if we want to do it this summer because that would be really. Oh no, you'll be fine. Mine will be a little warm.
I mean, I'm
But
still
I
going to have to tape the crap out of it, but I had to do
Yes.
a wardrobe change when I went to the bathroom because
I
I
heard.
couldn't get the whole thing back up again.
Yeah. Yes.
It was so good though.
It was such
Thank you.
honestly, it was
loved it.
great. I didn't know that I could rock a fro the way I could,
Oh, it was
and the fro was.
perfect.
It was fabulous.
It
It
was-
was.
But everybody in this neighborhood just absolutely killed it. So, for anybody listening and wants to do a neighborhood event, I think a neighborhood murder mystery is a really great way
Yeah.
to get people, and hopefully people are social. But you gotta bring it.
You have to.
You
Oh,
have
that's
to.
what makes it.
You have to bring it with the costumes. You have to bring it with the personas because the way that every single person that came to the party did that work was phenomenal.
The costumes were on point.
Phenomenal.
The acting was on point.
Highlights of the party for me are Joe's playing dead for an hour and blocking the stairs to the basement.
You know
so
what?
No one
I
could get a
think
cocktail.
Joe was so dead that I didn't even vote for him because I kind of forgot
Got
he
the-
was there.
that's
His
fair.
commitment
Oh my
was
God,
so
that's
strong.
amazing.
So
And-
I
Yes.
voted for someone else, and honestly, it was so obvious that it should have been Joe.
Yeah, it was good. And some fun tips for those that want to have a murder mystery party from someone that hosted the murder mystery party. Have a co-host. You need someone to help you to facilitate
helpful.
some of the other things that are happening because it's multiple events that are going on. Have people bring food for the party. I made a small mistake, and I feel like maybe we did this last time too, is that I made the main dish. So I made chicken and a pesto pasta, and then everybody brought the sides and appetizers, which was wonderful. But I did step outside of the party for, 30 minutes or so to cook some of the food so it was nice and fresh. I recommend that someone else bring the main and make it
Mm.
something that doesn't have to be overly complex. And grilled chicken was not complex, but time consuming so that you can really stay invested in the game. Maybe
That's
even
really smart.
cater the main,
You know what would be good?
buy the chicken from someplace or whatever.
like lasagna trays.
A
That's what I
lasagna
was gonna
trays.
say. Something that can be in
Yes.
the oven, you just
Stick
pull
it
it right
in.
back out.
Perfect.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Anything that has like a casserole vibe to it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Anything that can be easily
Or
reheated.
slow cooker it.
Yeah. Because chicken on its own and pasta on its own, that says
Yeah.
I got to be a little fresh. So you made the right call
Right.
in your prep planning for
Right.
it. But
Right.
that's you gave yourself a hard task there.
Yeah,
I think
but
it's
I
a
mean,
good insight.
And it wasn't bad, but it was
No, it
yes.
wasn't bad. It was very good, but you did. You had to step away.
Yeah. So the other thing I would say is go in with the decor. We had a 70s disco. We got some really amazing 70s lights on Amazon for like $40, right? One was $12, one was $40. It's a little bit of an investment, but I'm telling you right now, that shit's gonna get used all the time.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, yeah.
So
Mhm.
go in with the
They're so
decor.
good.
Simple, right? Simple
Yeah.
things can really make a huge difference. And have a themed cocktail. We did a Studio 54 punch, and it was a big hit.
I didn't even know that was present at the party
You didn't have
until
any
right now.
What?
Oh my gosh, you didn't have any Studio 54.
I didn't even know.
It was very lemony, Jen.
Oh my gosh.
I missed it.
I'm so disappointed. We'll make it for you again.
We'll do a
We're-
reprieve.
We're gonna have to do a reprieve because there was somebody that was not able to come, and he got full outfit, full bell bottoms, and everything. And I just feel like we should be walking around in 70s gear
Yeah.
a lot more frequently.
We need to have at least a quarterly costume party of some sort. And I
Yeah.
told Jason, I was
Yes.
like, we should maybe
I'm down
resurrect.
for that.
We used to host a Halloween party every year when we were young. We threw a masquerade party for my 30th birthday. We are all about a costume moment. And Jason, he was a contender for very strong acting the other night. Very
Wait.
strong.
This one says, what did you say about the pilot outfit?
Oh, I was like so on point with that pilot outfit.
That's the
Those
first thing
were-
she said.
So I have, of course, procured the pilot outfit for Jason,
Good job.
but it was a legitimate pilot shirt that I bought him. Those were like actual, whatever you call them, things on
Yeah.
the shoulders
Yeah.
with the stripes.
Epaulets.
And his aviators, and the hat was for being a costume hat because
It
I
was
was going
great.
to actually
perfect.
buy a real pilot's hat, but I wasn't sure it was going to come from the UK fast enough.
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
had like
yeah.
in order to buy one, like I couldn't find an actual one that I could buy in the US. Maybe I just didn't search hard enough. But anyway, the one that we got was actually not like junk. It was pretty decent.
Yeah. The best costume was from our neighbor David, who
Yes.
wore a full leisure suit, and he was open from shoulder to
Well, this was-
navel.
I love it.
I
Like,
said,
so
I
good.
think David is showing more skin than me because I also had a very,
Yes.
I had a very deep V. I'm small chested, so I feel like you can get away with that look and not have it
Yeah.
be like,
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
couldn't
pardon
do
my
that.
French, everyone, like total slut bag. Like it wasn't that bad,
Yeah.
but David was showing off a lot more
He
skin
was
than I
rocking
was.
that.
It
He
was
he was
phenomenal,
amazing.
phenomenal.
He was rocking it.
Was he wearing
I
earrings
wish I could
too?
have
I
seen it in
think.
person.
He had a handlebar mustache as well.
Yeah, it was great.
Betsy's like, you have to go to work like that on Tuesday.
I wanted Jason to have a big mustache, which he had for the last party. Which
Yeah.
how many years ago was that?
It was 2 years ago. It was
2.
2024. Mhm.
Okay, I was like, it was a solid amount of time ago.
Mhm.
But he had a mustache for that one. He was a butler for that one.
Yeah, guys, do this.
So fun.
My
It's
Mystery
so
Party.
fun.
We
They're
bought it
so fun.
from mymysteryparty.com. And we can link that into the show notes as well so people can remember. But it was worth it. I met
Yeah.
someone that writes her own murder mystery party.
Jason and I want to do it.
You want to
first.
write it?
We
Want to write
think
it?
we might.
You're gonna
we
write
want
it?
to do the Gatsby 20s type. Like that would be
Oh, that'd be
thematically what we would
fun.
do. I need another like little. I love a wig. I need a wig for that. But we thought we could also incorporate more of like elements, almost like you're in an escape room. So there are more
More
legitimate
clues.
clues to find.
I
Oh,
love
I love
this.
that. Yeah.
I love a costume party. I might
They're
anytime
so
we have
fun.
people over now, we might just say and dress up
Dress
like.
Tracy
It's
wants
just
to.
so fun. Sorry.
Yeah,
it's
go
just
ahead.
so fun to be able to be a different person
It
for a
is.
minute.
I
and
love
to
it.
play into that so
It's-
much.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
You get to get lost, but I also think that you get to bring out a piece of your personality that you suppress.
I agree.
When you get to dress up in these costumes and like
Yeah.
we were talking about how people take on these personas so well, especially if you put an accent in it.
Mhm.
But like I feel like some of your real, true personality that you don't feel you can show everybody comes out.
Agreed.
Yeah. I
Like-
also feel like there aren't that many opportunities we have as adults to be like playful, like really, you know, and,
Yeah.
like it's it's lovely.
I'm with you. I have one more story that I'd like to share. It's very short, and we are like already at time, but
Okay.
I'll just make it very quick. And this is gonna not be a silver lining, but it's gonna be a lesson.
Oh, a lesson. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Don't sell on Facebook Marketplace.
Don't ever do it.
Just don't do it anymore.
Okay.
I'm over it. So I decided I used to be very much into photography, and I was like
That's right.
really, really into it. And I have all of the gear. I have a wonderful, beautiful Nikon, multiple lenses, filters, fish eyes, tripod. Like I got the gear.
Okay.
It's been sitting in a bag for 7 years. And as we were putting stuff away for the party, I said, let me just go ahead. I'm gonna list some stuff.
Oh, this just happened.
This happened today.
Hot off
Okay.
the press.
Yeah.
Hot off the press. So I put it all together, or yesterday. I put everything, pictures, descriptions, everything posted. And I knew it was very niche. Like there's just going to be 2 people in this area that want this whole package.
Yeah.
So someone reaches out and says, hey, all I need is this one lens that you have. Do you mind if I buy it? I was like, I really want to sell it as a set. And then I was like, okay, what's your offer? So he makes an offer and I say, okay, yeah, I can do it. I'll just take
And
that
then it
one
went
off of it.
downhill.
Dun dun dun.
So I said, okay, well, where are you at? He's like, Pittsburgh. I said, okay,
Clearly.
where are you at in Pittsburgh? I said, I'm in Mount Lebanon, blah, blah, blah. We exchanged this information. He's like, what time of day is best for you? I said, late afternoon, early evening, but depending on the day. He's like, okay, I'll text you when I'm on the way. I said, I said, I need an estimated time and day. I said, if you want to pick it up tomorrow, meaning today, like I have more flexibility. So he's like, how about noon? And I said,
Which day?
tomorrow? He says, yes. I say, okay, that's fine. So I wake up this morning and then he's like, no scratches, right? I said, nope. And he goes, nope, there are scratches. And I go, okay, maybe my response wasn't overly clear. I said, there's no damage to this lens. I said, also, you could see it in the pictures. So he's like, great. So then fast forward to today, I wake up and he says, I'll be there at 10. I was like, so I was already annoyed because he was a little snippety yesterday. And then he tells me he's going to be here at 10 o'clock. And I say to Brian, I go, I don't know. I said, whatever, like, that's fine. I said, okay, between 10 and 10:30 is fine. Then he comes back and says, we take $80. And I said, no, the
No.
price is $100 cash. And then he responds back. He's like, okay, no problem. And then he goes, how about Zelle? And I'm like, you know what? We're out. I said, I have decided not to sell this lens to you. I do wish you the best, but your communication needs work. And I have opted not to provide this lens to you. Good luck. And he's like, wait, what did I do? All I did was ask you if you had Zelle and you said cash. And then I don't have to go to an ATM. And
That's so complex.
I left it on mute. I just didn't respond. Like an hour later, he's like, I'm really sorry about my communication. And then he responds, he's like, can you please let me know if I can have this, if I can still buy this lens? Didn't respond. Don't talk to me like I don't know what I'm talking about, number one. Especially if you're coming over here to buy shit. Like, I'm giving you a hell of a deal on like a $400 lens I'm sending you for $100. It's barely been used. Like, you don't even. So
That's
then I said, and then I got another message like, oh, my sister wants this, but she's not on Facebook. Can you please just contact her?
No.
And I was like,
no.
Don't make me do your labor.
No, I'm sorry she's not on Facebook. Maybe she should be on Facebook if she wants to buy stuff on Facebook. And so I just deleted the post. I said, you know what? I'm not selling this. I have $1,500 worth of gear down there. I mean, it's a lot more than $1,500 worth of gear, but I have a bunch of gear down there. I'm going to take it to a camera store and say like, how much? And if they
So
say,
smart.
we'll give you $100 for this, I'll say, it's $100 more than I had this morning.
Yeah.
Because I am not dealing with the crazies out there.
It's just I don't like doing any of that. I don't like listing anything. I don't like buying anything.
I'm completely done.
It's too complicated. People are horrible communicators.
Horrible.
You're
Bad.
totally right about that. I remember I did a post. So when I was job hunting a while back, trying to schedule an interview at a time you say you're available is the most impossible thing for people to do. I would be like, I'm available. And this is like all over the country. So I'd be like, I'm available between 10 and noon Eastern time to have an interview.
Oh, God.
Inevitably, the invites would come through for 9:30, 12:30, 4 p.m. Stop with the questions. After you've settled, you're done.
This is it.
Yes.
The deal's been made. It's considered a handshake deal at that point.
Yes.
And then you move on. You don't come back and renegotiate.
Just, either, I don't know if we have a pawn shop somewhere, but like take it and sell it to them, take
That's
it to the
exactly
store.
what I
Yeah.
do.
Or
so
like if
smart.
it's something that doesn't have significant value, everything at our house that needs to go somewhere gets donated. And like,
Most of the stuff here gets donated too. And I did think about this, and if anybody has a recommendation, so I'll keep this until post this release of this podcast episode, which I think is on June 9th. So post this podcast episode release, send an email to neighborsneighboring@gmail.com, send us a DM on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. If you're in Pittsburgh and you know of a in need facility, like a school,
I love
Fabulous.
that.
you
So
know,
good.
someone that's looking
Yes.
for career development, and they're like, God, we would just love to have a camera for these students or young adults to learn how to use and play with, I'm not giving it to a rich school. I'm not doing that.
Thank you.
But I will give it to any underprivileged area. I will happily donate all of this gear to them.
I think that's
so.
lovely.
If there's a recommendation, just slap it in the
and
in there.
So there we have our silver
the
lining.
silver lining.
It naturally came to be.
Nice.
I need a silver lining today. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, wrapped it up with a nice little
We
bow there.
did.
That was pretty
Andrea,
impressive.
Thanks for being here, Andrea.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Did you have fun?
lovely.
It was hilarious.
Yes.
I mean, thank you.
We can do more disparaging about me outside of the pod.
Yeah, of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
it'll be fun.
Nice.
We'll have a little catch up. Maybe we'll do TikTok.
I still don't really understand how that works, but I'm getting it.
We have more comments. People have been commenting on our
Oh.
stuff. Yeah,
To
on
check
TikTok.
the stats. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right.
All right.
With that, I think it's time for a sign off. And bye, neighbors.
Bye, neighbors.
Bye, neighbors.